My name is Akasha Kirtikar, or Steph Feller, and this is Kundalini Yoga. So, coming to you not from a live class today, from a pre-recorded class because there's a conflict with our space, but I'm so happy to be here with you. And today I have a couple of my favorite practices for our theme for today. So the first thing that we'll do is called Spinal Energy Series, and it happens to be my favorite kriya. What it will do is work through systematically all of the different vertebrae in the spine and really loosen up the spine, get all of this spinal fluid moving. And as it does that, it helps to create this mental clarity. All of the different chakras or energy centers in your body get a burst of energy as well. And for me, it just creates this really unique and powerful sensation of energy. So we'll do that. We'll do our gong relaxation. And then at the end of the practice, we will do one of my favorite meditations. And this is called the Magic Mantra Meditation. So really powerful meditation that I'll talk a little bit more about as we get to that part in the practice. So go ahead and find a nice tall seat. Make sure your sternum is lifted. Feel your sit bones on the ground. Place your hands together at your heart, pressing your thumbs into your sternum. Pressing the palms of your hands together and then letting your eyes close or finding a soft gaze in front of you. And just start by observing your breath. Maybe noticing the sensation of the palms of your hands. Feel the heat between your hands. And see if now that you've observed what you walked into this practice with, see if you can just begin to deepen the breath a bit so that it moves all the way down into the belly, so your belly expands as you inhale and empties completely as you exhale. And then with a spirit of absolute non-judgment, total welcoming, just welcome whatever you're feeling, thinking, feeling in your body, or emotionally feeling today. So it's all welcome to be here. It's all acknowledged and seen. And then knowing that while we acknowledge it here, we will also move into the practice where we acknowledge the larger part of who we are and connect with that piece of us. Now inhaling to tune in, eyes move up to the space between the eyebrows. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Agare name, Jugagare name, Satkare name, Siddhi Gurudeve name. Agare name, Jugagare name, Satkare name, Siddhi Gurudeve name. Agare name, Jugagare name, Satkare name, Siddhi Gurudeve name. Inhale and suspend your breath. Exhale, release the breath. Release your hands, let your eyes stay closed. Observe how you feel. Remembering that that mantra means that I bow to the highest part of me. And let your eyes come open. Okay, moving into the practice today. This spinal energy series is one that has a lot more seated postures. It's less physical than some of the other kriyas that we do in Kundalini. So the only thing that I would recommend that you have is maybe just a little cushion or a block to help you elevate your hips so that you can sit up tall. It's important that you have a nice long spine today. So the first exercise here is a spinal flex. So sitting in easy pose, hands come onto your ankles or near your ankles. As you inhale, your spine will come forward toward the wall in front of you. As you exhale, your spine rounds back. It's kind of like a seated cat-cow. As you do this, your head stays level, chin stays level. So it's not like this, but the head just stays level, inhaling and exhaling. So normally in Kundalini, we do things for a certain length of time. For this particular one, you do 108 repetitions. So you'll go at your own pace and just count out your own 108. And go ahead and keep your eyes closed. If you can simultaneously count and do the mental mantra of Sat Nam, meaning I am truth, that's ideal. That feels like a bit much to handle for your brain. Just go ahead and focus on the counting and the breath work. So go ahead and begin. Whenever you get to your own 108, inhale, suspend the breath, squeeze your root lock. Exhale, release, and then spending a couple of minutes here just letting that sink in. So it's affecting your brain waves. So you want to spend this time in stillness, just observing the way that you feel. So whenever you get through with your 108, just join us in this moment of observation of the self. This opportunity that we have often in Kundalini to observe is so powerful because we spend so much of our life just sort of going and doing. So this is a chance to not do. It's just a chance to be. It's a chance to watch. So if you're not done with your 108, go ahead and stop now anyway. And spend just a few more seconds here observing how you feel. Okay, now coming into rock pose, which is just sitting on your knees, and feel free to sit like this if that takes a little bit of pressure off of your knees. Even a higher cushion works for this. Hands will be on your thighs, and it's the same thing, spinal flex, but with hands on the thighs. So inhale as the chest comes forward, exhale as the chest is back, chin stays level, and again it's 108, 108. So go ahead and begin. Keep going. It's okay if yours are slower than mine, especially if you're newer to this practice or newer to spinal flex. It takes a little bit of time to get used to it. So no problem, just go at your own pace. You can keep your eyes moving up to the third eye. Keeping your eyes at the space between your eyebrows helps to activate your master gland called the pituitary gland. Whenever you get your 108, inhale. Suspend the breath, squeeze your root lock, pulling up from the pelvic floor, anus, sex organs. And exhale, release. Again, spending a minute or two here. This one is 2 minutes, just resting, observing. So if you're not quite done with your 108, keep going and just catch up with us in this observation. As you're observing or witnessing your sensations, make sure that your spine stays long and straight. Your chin is always pushed slightly back like a soldier at attention. A slight neck lock. Even if you feel nothing in your spine or nothing energetically happening, maybe just imagine that you can feel this energy flow. So this Kundalini energy, this essence that is you, the yogis talk about it moving up the Shushmana, the central channel, up the spine, all the way up through the crown of the head, and then sort of blossoming and dripping back down. So you can just sort of imagine this flow of energy moving through your body. It's also helpful, I think, to think the word allow. Allow just lets you let go of whatever you're holding on to, whatever maybe you're thinking about, those tight areas in your body or in your energetic system, and just lets things flow a little bit more easily. Okay, now moving into a spinal twist. For this one, you'll sit back in easy pose. You can always do this from a chair or something if this bothers your knees. Fingers will be in the front of the shoulders, thumbs are behind the shoulders, elbows are lifted so that the arms are parallel to the ground. You'll inhale as you twist left, exhale as you twist right. This time you'll count out 26. So this is 1, 2. Okay, so inhale left, exhale right. Go ahead and begin. Twist from the core, from the center of your belly. Powerful breath. Whenever you've reached your own 26, come center, inhale, suspend the breath, squeeze root lock. Exhale, release, lower the arms, keep the eyes closed and notice how you feel. So as we work with the spine, really one of the things that ages us is this lack of mobility in the spine. It starts to create a lot of problems. It creates circulation problems and all kinds of things. So this work on the spine not only feels great in the moment, but it's something that helps keep you vital and young. This particular kriya has a little bit longer pauses in between the poses. For most kriyas or sets of exercises, the pauses are, just maybe 10 seconds, 30 seconds. This one has designated, 1 minute rest, 2-minute rest. So we really want to let that energy circulate and move. So a few more seconds here. Okay, now placing your hands into bear grip. So your left hand comes forward, palm faces out, right hand comes on top of the left hand, and then you curl those fingers together. You're interlocking those fingers. Left palm forward, right palm towards you, interlace the fingers, and then sit up straight and tall, so you're pulling through your fingers. So you're feeling some tension at the back of your shoulder blades. You'll hold this at the level of your heart, so right here in front of your heart. You'll inhale as one elbow comes up, the other one comes down, and then exhale with the other one. So like this. So this one, there's also 26. So count out 26 of them and go ahead and begin. Maybe your eyes are still at the third eye space between your eyebrows. When you get 26, inhale, suspend the breath, squeeze root lock, and pull through those hands. And exhale, release the hands. A little bit shorter observation this time. So if you've been doing Kundalini for a while, you may be able to start to feel the actual energy in your spine. You can feel it moving up, closer to the space behind your heart. And again, it's totally normal if you don't feel that. That's okay. Okay, another flex pose here. This time hands are on the knees. So as we're shifting our hands, placing them in different positions, we're going to be affecting different parts of our spine. So we're moving up to the vertebrae closer to the top of the spine by putting our hands on our knees. So inhale forward, exhale back, 108. Go ahead. Whenever you get your own 108, inhale, suspend and squeeze. And then exhale, release and observe. If you're not quite to 108, keep going, that's okay. Almost every exercise in Kundalini ends by pulling Mul Bandh, pulling that root lock up. The yogis teach us that that's something that helps to seal the energy and to help move the energy upward. Also happens to be just really good for your pelvic floor. Okay, now moving into shoulder shrugs. Shoulder shrugs is one of the few things done with an amount of time rather than a number for this particular kriya. So as you inhale, bring the shoulders up toward the ears. Exhale, just let them drop heavily. So sometimes people do a really controlled motion here where it's inhale and then kind of like this, where they're deliberately pulling them down. That's okay, but it's going to feel better and be a little more relaxing for your whole shoulder girdle if you inhale and then just sort of heavily let them fall to the ground. Okay, so I'll go ahead and get our timer started and go ahead and begin. And this one, since you don't have to count, go ahead and think that mental mantra, Sat Nam, I am truth. Keep going. These shoulder shrugs help move the energy around the throat chakra, the thyroid. They help for a healthy thyroid and parathyroid and move the energy in that center. Inhale, hold the shoulders up by the ears, suspend the breath. Exhale, let them go. Let them go. Observe. Okay. Now neck rolls. So bringing your chin to your chest and then right ear to right shoulder and around back, and be gentle with your neck. So if your neck is feeling sensitive, you can just do small circles. Imagine drawing a circle at the top of your head. If your neck is feeling more relaxed and loose, you can draw bigger circles, imagining drawing a circle on the ceiling with the tip of your nose. You'll go 5 to the right, then stop, come center, and then 5 to the left. Go ahead. No need to go fast. Finish your 5 in one direction. Bring left ear to left shoulder and another 5. Come center. Know that dizziness a little bit here is normal. Couple of breaths. Those neck rolls are also really good for opening the upper chakras and working on the thyroid. Okay, now move your hands back into bear grip. So that's left palm forward, right palm towards you. Grasp at the fingertips. This time, instead of being at heart level, you'll begin at throat level. So pulling through those fingertips, so you're pulling up and out, sitting up straight and tall. Inhale, pull as you hold the breath. Keep your hands where they are. Exhale, and then squeeze Mulband while you're empty. Pull through the hands. Now inhale as you bring the arms up overhead, still interlaced. Inhale, squeeze your root lock. Exhale, squeeze root lock, squeeze fingers. 2 more times in each spot. Inhale at the throat level. Hold the breath, squeeze Mulband. Exhale, squeeze Mulband, pull through the hands. Inhale overhead, squeeze and hold. We're moving the energy up through the crown. Exhale, squeeze empty. One more time, back at the throat. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold, squeeze. Inhale overhead. Exhale, hold and squeeze. Inhale and release the hands. Observe. Okay. Moving now into Sat Kriya. So Sat Kriya is a kriya in and of itself. It has a whole range of benefits just from doing this. It's recommended to do 3 minutes of this a day. So coming again onto your knees with support if you need it. And then your hands will be in Venus lock. So female energy, you'll cross left thumb over right. Male energy, you'll cross right thumb over left. Fingers are interlaced, and this index finger is pressed together and up in the air. This will come up over the top of your head. I'll move this direction. Armpits turn in, arms straighten so that your triceps are by your ears here. Then as you maintain that hand position, you'll do sat, sat, scooping up with the belly, nam, letting that belly relax. If you are pregnant, just hold the arms up, don't do the belly motion, or do it really, really gently. Also, if you're at the very beginning of your menstrual cycle, you'll want to do this gently or skip this part with the belly. Otherwise, sat, nam, sat, nam. The belly comes in and up and then relaxes with that I am truth mantra. We'll be here for 3 minutes. The tendency is to start to go a little bit fast. So just keep that same pace, and I'll be doing that with you. Okay, so let's begin. Sat, nam, sat, nam, sat, nam. Eyes are at the third eye. Sat, nam, 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 sat, nam. Keep going. Just about 1.5 minutes left here. This is strengthening your nervous system. Nam, sat, 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 nam. Inhale. Suspend the breath, squeeze root lock. Imagine the energy moving up, 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 up through the crown of the head, out the tips of the fingers. Exhale, keep the arms lifted. Inhale. Exhale, empty completely. Squeeze root lock. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms down. Okay. Go ahead and come lying on your back, palms face up toward the ceiling for Shavasana, for relaxation. Place something over your belly, blanket or a pillow. Let your feet just flop open, let your eyes close, and just relax. Do your best to sleep here. And know that in this particular kriya, it calls for a longer period of rest for you to integrate all of this energy. So just relax and sleep. Start to deepen your breath. Again, thinking that word allow. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle your hands and your wrists and your feet on your ankles. Stretching your arms overhead. Stretching your arms out to the side in a T. Drawing one knee in and across the chest for a twist, and then the other. Rub the palms of your hands together and the soles of your feet together, activating the 72,000 nadis. Grasp the front of your shins, rock and roll on your spine, and come to a seated position. Maybe sitting on your cushion again so that you have a nice tall spine for the meditation that we'll do. So this meditation is called Magic Mantra. And we're taught that it is the most powerful mantra that exists. Most powerful, it's effective, it's strong, it's long-lasting, it's quick. So it's a really, really powerful meditation, and it helps to connect you to yourself in a powerful way, and that connection helps remove all obstacles in your path. So because it's such a strong mantra, such a powerful mantra, we're taught that it's really important that you do with respect. So you should be in a place of respect, in a mindset of respect and appreciation and reverence as you do this mantra. So for this one, the mudra is your pinkies come to touch and you're cupping your hands, but it's not a deep cup, it's a pretty shallow cup with your hands. So pinkies are touching, and then those are held, this shallow cup is held just here in front of your heart. Your eyes will be closed, and then your eyes are moving down as if they're looking at your hands through those closed eyelids. So looking down. Then the mantra for this is Ek, E-K, Ong, O-N-G, Kar, K-A-R, Ek Onkar, Sat, like we were doing with Satnam, Sat Guru, G-U-R-U, Satguru Prasad, P-R-A-S-A-D, Prasad. So it's Ek Onkar, Satguru Prasad, and then it's the same thing but in the reverse order. Satguru Prasad, Ek Onkar. So Ek Onkar, Satguru Prasad, Satguru Prasad, Ek Onkar. Okay. What this, the mantra, the meaning or the translation of the mantra, which is in a language called Gurumukhi, a sacred Indian language, it means I am the infinite, and the infinite is me. So the infinite and I are one. And I know this through the gift of the great guru. So the gift of the great inner teacher, essentially. Okay. All right, so we're going to chant this in a monotone voice. And just feel the power of that vibration here. So I'm just get my timer ready. Okay. So hands are cupped. Eyes are closed, looking down through closed eyes at the hands. Inhale. Make sure you have a slight neck lock, so chin is just tucked slightly back. Long spine. Ek Onkar Satguru Prasad, Satguru Prasad, Ek Onkar. 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 Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad. Ek Onkar. Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad Sat Guru Prasad, Ek Onkar, Ek Onkar, Sat Guru Prasad, Sat Guru Prasad, Ek Onkar, Ek Onkar, Sat Guru Prasad, Sat Guru Prasad, Ek Onkar, Ek Onkar, Sat Guru Prasad, Sat Guru Prasad, Ek Onkar, Ek Onkar, Sat Guru Prasad, Sat Guru Prasad, Ek Onkar, Ek Onkar, Sat Guru Prasad, Sat Guru Prasad, Ek Onkar, Ek Onkar, Sat Guru Prasad, Sat Guru Prasad, Ek Onkar. Inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale, release. Release the hands. And just notice how you feel. Okay. Excuse me. So know that with that mantra, another thing that it tells us in a different meditation that uses the same mantra, if you're ever thinking thoughts but you don't want to think, you're sort of going down that rabbit hole of thought, you can say that mantra again, in that, make sure that you're doing it in a spirit of reverence and respect, but you can say that mantra aloud or in your mind 5 times, and it will reverse the course of your thinking. So it's really powerful. There are 3 that I know of, 3 different meditations that use that mantra that you can look into, but this one was called the magic mantra. Okay. Rub your hands together. Place your hands back at your heart. Notice how you feel now compared to the beginning of class. See if you can glimpse even just a portion of the power that you are, the peace that you are, the beauty that you are. And then we'll go ahead and end by singing the Long Time Sun song. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Lam Sat Short Nam. Sat Nam. find perfect peace and beautiful joy at this time, regardless of your circumstances. May you feel a deep connection to who you are and to all of us. May you move through this world as a co-creator of your experience in joy and in harmony. Sat Nam.